Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So today we'll be making this beautiful gown, and it's totally beginners friendly, trust me. From that bone in the middle of your neck, take it over your shoulder, then down your arm to get the length of your sleeves, because it's a cut together sleeves. I have a video on my channel on how to take a full body measurement, so go and check it out. I'll put the link in the description box below. So right here, I was trying to make sure my flower was in the middle of my clothes. Like when I wear it or when my client wears it, it will be in the middle of her clothes. So you'll be folding into four to cut both the back and the front together. You don't need any pattern for this actually. You start off by drawing your shoulder line, then your shoulder to bust point, then shoulder to waist, shoulder to hips, and then shoulder to full length. Make sure you label it so you don't get confused. Then I'm taking my neck measurement so I'll be able to slope my shoulder. So I'm just showing you all the measurements I've taken so far. My shoulder to bust point, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hips, and shoulder to full length. On your shoulder line and where the sleeves end, you're going to go down by 1 inch, and then you draw it as a slope to meet your neckline. I'm trying to divide my bust measurements by 4, then I'll add 4 inches, or add any amount of inches you feel is good enough for you or your client. I did the same for the hips, divided by 4, and then I added 6 inches. Then I took my bust measurement, put it at the down of the gown to give it a kind of a pencil effect.
We're gonna keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you.
Now you're just going to connect the lines.
Company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down.
You don't want your sleeves to be too tight, so measure how free you want it to be, divide it by 2, and place it on your clothes as I'm doing in the video.
You told me you don't really do commitment, trust me. Consider your message received. When you said you couldn't take us too serious.
Now you need to curve your armhole. You can either use your hand or use armhole curve, or use a pattern master like I'm using in the video.
I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now.
Now for the neckline, I'm using 3.5 by 3.5. For the back, I'll be using 3.5 by 1.5.
Moving in another direction. Don't worry, I get it. I meant what I said when I said it, lady. I never wanna look at a house in the garden. I never wanna lock you down. I know you're not mine.
I'm adding half-inch allowance on the shoulder.
No, I never wanna play happy.
And that was the only place I added sewing allowance.
Having you,
I'm not adding at the bodies because I already added like 5 inches allowance.
but we can still have.
I'm going to cut out the back and separate it from the front, and then cut out the front.
You to me, I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves to be free.
After separating it, go ahead and cut out the neckline for the front. There's a slit on the neckline, and I'll be taking 5 inches down from the already cut out neckline. Well, next time I'll take 4, but it actually depends on you. You can go lower, you can go higher. So if you want the slit open, you are going to curve it like I'm doing in the video. But if you don't want it too open, if you want it slim, you're going to just slit it in the middle.
You couldn't take us too seriously. I must admit I was relieved, 'cause I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun.
Place your gown on another fabric and cut a facing. I thought I showed you guys, but I think I lost the file. I'm really sorry about that, guys. So sorry.
So when you stop paying so much attention, and when you're moving in another direction, don't worry, I get it.
So I'm showing you how to do it with the back bodies. You do for the back body, you're just going to repeat it for the front, on how to cut the facing.
I know you're not mine, it's just my turn, but we can still have fun for now. No, I never wanna play happy families with you, but I like having you around. I'm fully aware this is a flash in the pan, but we can still have fun for now. Yeah, we can still have fun for now. Oh, we can still have fun for now.
I'm just showing you guys the easy way how I cut my pocket, my inseam pocket. When cutting, add some allowance. You'll be needing 4 of that, 2 for the right and 2 for the left side. You'll be cutting 2 right sides facing up and also 2 wrong sides facing up. Now your front body is right side facing up, so you're going to put the facing right side facing the right side. Right sides facing each other. Pin, 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 guys, pin. Hey guys, so I think I didn't explain how to turn this V kind of shape neck. So I just said I should explain. So now we have this. We're going to pin it down. So this is all we are going to be sewing. So let's get started. So either take 0.25 or 0.5. I'm not really measuring it here because I'm just trying to like show you guys. So try to make it. So I had to like keep checking if I'd gotten to the V points because I didn't want to pass it. When you get to the edge of the V shape, raise up your foot with the needle down, then turn it to the direction you will need to keep sewing. I'm going to turn it like this. This way. Put it down, then you sew. You do the same for this side. Raise it up and then you sew. Don't forget to back stitch. So that's literally it, yeah. So now you have to cut your way all the way to the edge so you have a perfect turning. Just be careful not to cut through your stitch, and then you go ahead and notch. So after you've notched everywhere, it should be easy for you to turn it and iron. So now this is the reason I said you should cut that part so it's not bulky, it's just perfect. So yeah, you see. So after you iron, it should be perfect. See, my own is not looking so perfect anyways, but that's the way you should do it. After you iron, it's going to slip flat because you notch it. If you don't notch it, it's not going to slip flat, it's not going to stay flat. So that's for that. So I did the same for the back. The only difference is that it doesn't have a slit. Please make sure you iron it so it stays flat and fine. I've gone ahead to iron the front and the back borders. We are going to be joining it on the shoulder now. Remember that ½ inch we took on the shoulder, we are going to join it with the ½ inch. So let's get joining. So I'll go ahead and join it and then I'll come back to show you guys. Now I've joined the shoulder, now we have to go to the pockets. Now this is the reason you need your shoulder to your waist measurement. From your waist, you go down by 6 inches. That's where you will start pinning down your pocket. Well, you either go down by 6 inches or 5 inches. It actually depends on you. Now you do the same thing you have done to the right side, you do this to the left side. It has to be in uniform, you know. So now you go ahead to notch the right and the left pocket, because you don't want the right pocket to be lower than the left pocket, so you want unison. You can either go ahead and sew the sides before you turn the sleeves, but I prefer to like turn the sleeve before I sew the sides. So I'm just showing you how to turn the sleeve, like two double turn, and I've just pinned it. I'll sew it and come back to show you guys, because this video was becoming too long and I was really trying not to make it that long. Sorry guys. Now I also did not explain properly on how to sew the pocket, so I'm going to do that now. So now let's assume this is your gown. You have the front and you have the back. So now you have to go to the right sides facing each other, the same way though. So let's say this is it, your front, your back. Now you have to go to the right sides facing each other. So this is what you have to do. This is not an amazing kind of pocket, but this will do. So now this is what you have to do. You have to put the pocket this way. I feel it's too bright now. Okay, I think that's perfect. So you pin it down, right side facing right side, and then you do the same for the back. So yeah, you have it here. So now we have to sew this part and also sew this part. So let's go. Ouch. So again, either use 0.5 inch, 0.25 inches. So you have this now, yeah? So you have to sew it together. So what you do is pin. I love pinning because it makes it easier. So you put this down and you pin round your pockets. So now we are going to go ahead to sew this part. Don't forget to remove your pin so your needle doesn't break. Back stitch, guys. You get to this point that your sewing starts from. Get to the point, you pass it a bit, then you raise up it up, and you raise up your foot, and then you bend, you twist it this way, put down your foot, and continue sewing. Pockets. So you do the same for this one. You get here, you pause, you raise it up, and you sew. That's it. So now you have your pocket. Now you have your inseam pockets. So I think let me just put something here. Yay! So that's all. So you go ahead and sew the sides of your clothes. Whatever you do to the right, make sure you do to the left. I've gone ahead to sew everything and serge it. I had to go outside to serge it because I don't have a serger in the house. You finish the hem, go ahead and clean the chalk, iron it, and then you're done. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next week. Bye. And don't forget to keep being beautiful.